Hey guys, it's your girl Adeze Adoaka and you're watching Reverb News, and the industry is buzzing with a renewed sense of purpose. While we spent the weekend celebrating the best of the best at the 12th AMVCAs, today we are looking forward. In our main event, we're dissecting the new Nollywood economy from the historical epic surge at the box office to the massive digital shift on YouTube and Netflix. We're also talking about the resilience of our veterans and how global collaborations like On Different Grounds are rewriting the rule book for international distribution. We have a packed 5 minutes of industry insights, so don't go anywhere. Nollywood starts now. Now, let's talk numbers. This week, the box office is a battlefield. We've seen the global giant, the Michael biopic, hit historic heights, but the real story is the local resilience. Faithia Williams' Eferonye, the unicorn, is proving that our history is our most bankable asset, pulling in a strong 38.4 million naira in his debut week. This isn't a fluke. It follows the marathon success of Iyabo Joe's The Return of Arinzo, which has now crossed 345 million naira cumulative. We're seeing a shift where the Nigerian audience isn't just looking for content, they are looking for legacy. Whether it's the high-stakes thrills of Ginger on Netflix or historical dramas in the cinema, the data shows that authenticity is the new currency. But growth isn't just about the cinema screens. This week, the industry is reflecting on the resilience of our veterans. Following the emotional wins of Linda Ejiofor and Uzo Arukwe this past Saturday, we're seeing a renewed respect for those who paved the way during the era of industry bans and limited distribution. Today, that struggle has birthed a digital revolution. Independent creators are hitting tens of millions of views on YouTube, turning viral sensations into sustainable studios. And it is this foundation that allows for massive cross-cultural projects like HB&Q Impressions on Different Grounds. By blending Ishikiri, Igbo, and Indian cultures, Nollywood is no longer exporting films, we are co-creating global culture. With the June 12th release date fast approaching, the world is finally watching Nollywood the way we've always seen it, as a global powerhouse.
Sliding in at number 5, we have a film that before we have a testament to the power of the Nollywood brand, The Return of Ahrinzor. This film is the definition of long legs. We are in week 5, and it still managed to rake in 16.7 million naira this week. To put that in perspective, most films drop off by 60% after their second week. Ahrinzor is only seeing a 10% dip. Why? Because it taps into that classic high-stakes storytelling we grew up on, but with modern 4K cinematography. Its total cumulative gross is now inching toward the 150 million mark. It's the people's champion on this list, proving that local dramas can go toe-to-toe with any big-budget import.
This is just the beginning. Time will tell.
Moving up to the podium, taking the number 3 spot in a massive debut is Efunroye, the unicorn. It launched with a staggering 38.4 million naira. This isn't just a movie, it's a cultural moment. This historical epic tells the story of the Egba powerhouse. The production value here is world-class. The costuming, the battle choreography, and the sheer scale of the sets. This debut shows that the Nigerian audience is hungry for our own history when it is told with dignity and a massive budget. If the momentum continues, Efunroye is on track to become one of the highest grossing historical epics in our cinema history. Coming in at number 2, and it's all about the style, The Devil Wears Prada 2, opening at 79.8 million naira. This sequel has dominated the urban centers. From Lagos to Abuja, the fashionista crowd showed up in full force. It's been nearly 20 years since the original, But Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway haven't missed a beat. The film has become a social media sensation, with fans showing up to screenings in their best Miranda Priestley-inspired outfits. It's a masterclass in nostalgia marketing. It missed the top spot, but in terms of vibes and social media mentions, it's arguably the most talked about movie of the week.
Am I having a hallucination?
Hi, Emily.
You also know her?
We were at Runway at the same time, Miranda.
At number 1, for
Time of massive transition, we are moving from being professional hobbyists to global industry moguls. And speaking of moguls who understand the intersection of law, business and art, we have a very special guest in the building today. He's a man of many titles, a legal professional, a luxury hospitality mogul, and a media personality who captured the heart of the nation during Ultimate Love. But today, he's adding Nollywood star to the list. He's one of the faces of the cultural bridge in On Different Grounds, and he's here to tell us how he balances the rigors of the law with the soul of the heart. Stay with us, because coming up next we have Ocee Mbadiwe under the Tribe Spotlight. You don't want to miss this.
He is a direct descendant of 3 generations of Nigerian icons, from the legendary K.O. Mbadiwe to Ambassador Greg Mbadiwe. But Oseloka Ocee Mbadiwe is carving a legacy entirely his own. A double Master of Laws graduate, a commercial titan in tourism, and a humanitarian at heart, Ocee has long been a fixture of Nigeria's lifestyle and business elite. Now he's taking that charisma to the big screen. Ahead of the June 12th release of the cross-cultural masterpiece, On Different Grounds, Ocee joins us to discuss his journey from the courtroom to the camera. This is Ocee Mbadiwe under the Tribe Spotlight.
Hi guys, my name is Ocee Mbadiwe. I'm an actor and I play one of the characters in this movie On Different Grounds.
You and your twin brother, Ocee, carry a massive historical legacy as Mbadiwes. You've both been successful in law, tourism, and marketing, but now you're officially Nollywood stars. What was it about On Different Grounds that made you decide this was the right project to mark your entry into the film industry?
Okay, well, I mean, the film industry is almost the same as the other industries I've been in, which is obviously it's complex. There's many different layers to it, and you kind of pick projects and things that interest you and challenge you. So when I read the script, first of all, the story, the project, the producer behind it, the director, everything about it seemed interesting. The characters that myself and my brother played as well, I felt like they were very interesting characters, and they added another dimension to the movie as a whole. So that was what drove me and drove my interest into this project.
Given your background as commercial director for Enjoy Africa, where you promote African unity and tourism, how did you use those real-world skills to bring your character to life?
Well, essentially, if you look at this project, it's pretty much what Enjoy Africa was about, which is bringing cultures together. So this whole project was a very dynamic combination of Nollywood, Bollywood, and even in the Nollywood aspect, there was many different cultures highlighted in there. So the synergy, everything about it was very interesting.
You've been a humanitarian, a fashion icon, and a legal professional. Now that you've added actor to your resume, what do you hope the audience takes away from your performance when the film hits cinemas on June 12th?
Well, I mean, being somewhat public figures, being a twin, and essentially I'm playing a twin in this movie. So I hope that people will be able to separate the characters we're playing from the Mbadiwe twins in real life, even though we're basically playing twins. So I also hope the audience take from it that, you know, coming into a new industry like this, you know, it's hard, and I hope they can take and see the effort that we put into playing, or I put into playing this character.
You've been a humanitarian, a fashion icon, and a legal professional. Now that you've added actor to your resume, what do you hope the audience takes away from your performance when the film hits cinemas on June 12th?
Well, for me, playing a twin and acting with my brother, and both playing twins, it was hard to separate the characters from our real personality and sometimes not go into that mood and understand that we're not playing ourselves, we're playing characters in the movie. So that was challenging, but being surrounded by a professional director, a professional producer, and all professional actors, you know, they make you feel comfortable, they give you tips and advice, so that was okay for us.
A man of intellect, style, and a deep-rooted passion for the African continent, Ocee Mbadiwe is proving that the family legacy is in very capable hands. Don't miss him in the upcoming feature film on Different Ground.
Okay, guys, so you've just been talking to your boy, Ocee Mbadiwe, one of the characters and stars on Different Grounds, the movie, which is coming out on the 12th of June. So please, please, please check it out. You're watching Tribe. Keep watching.
And that's it for us on Reverb News. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm your host, Adeza Adoaka, as always, and until the next episode, do have a lovely time. Bye!